Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm hopping back on because I wanted to have another response to a question that was asked about 2 days ago. And it was on one of my videos where I was talking about Dr. Gundry's MCT wellness. And like I've mentioned before, I actually put these in Amazon glass bottles that I actually purchased on Amazon. I have a link in my weight loss tools description. And I put MCT Wellness. This one is the raspberry. So a lot of people ask me, when do I drink it? A lot of times I make it in the morning. And in the first probably, 100 and so days, I was making it in the morning. And then I started to drink it in the afternoon for like a sweet tooth treat because it's got stevia in it in the afternoon. If you're, between like lunch and dinner and you need something sweet, it's kind of like a little sweet treat. For me, it is at least. I also would drink two, like one in the morning sometimes. And then if I felt like I needed a boost of energy, I would drink another bottle. Again, I think they say 8 ounces or 16 ounces of water. This is 18 ounces, and that like works for me for the flavor. I also add apple cider vinegar to mine. Because for me, it was pretty sweet and I kind of like the sour. And then I also like the idea that I'm drinking apple cider vinegar. Sometimes it's boring just to drink apple cider vinegar, even though you might want it in your gut. So this is a good way for me to get apple cider vinegar into my body. So somebody asked me, since the question was like, since I put apple cider vinegar, how do I know that the MCT wellness is helping with my weight loss versus just apple cider vinegar? And of course, I'm only speaking for what is my experience and what feels right for me. I'm just sharing my journey. So hopefully to encourage others to join me in the journey to wellness. And what I would say is I call it a weight loss tool, but I have a lot of things that I'm doing that are weight loss tools. For instance, I'm also taking this probiotic that I buy at Costco, and hopefully one day I'll find one that I enjoy on the internet. I also take a multivitamin MetaBalance 44 from my Sunrider company that I trust so very much. Yesterday, I put this in a bottle of water, and this is alfalfa, which is really good for the body and blood. I'm doing a lot of things, so I can't say, this is the only thing I'm doing, and this is the only thing that is making me lose weight. I will say, here are the positive things that I can say about it, honestly, for myself to share. One is, how can I tell the difference? So what this did for me is, I've mentioned in my other videos, it motivated me. It got me going. It got me motivated. It keeps me motivated and it keeps me engaged. And I enjoy drinking it. I enjoy believing that what the manufacturer says about it is true, that it's helping my mitochondria, which is the powerhouse or power stations of the cells, to utilize and take food that we eat and turn it into energy for the body to utilize. I want to believe that what they say about the product, it's doing that. So I believe it, and therefore I take it, I drink it. And what can I say it does for me immediately? It gives me energy. It gives me motivation. It keeps me engaged in my own journey to weight loss and health. It gives me a sense of process and routine and habit, like all these things that I want, resources that are going to help me live a healthier life. It talks about all the polyphenols inside of MCT wellness. And I just know, because I live in a big city that has a big center for the big C disease that everybody, doesn't want to have or get. I know that polyphenols in, fruits and vegetables is good for you. It's, fights the good fight. And so I want to be able to get those things in my body and my diet. And I know from reading The Glucose Goddess recently that not all fruit is, necessarily all good, because it does spike your glucose. And when you spike your glucose, you dump out insulin. And insulin in big amounts can oxidize the cell and provide, aging to the cells. So I'm trying to not spike my glucose that often. And if I can avoid like eating a piece of fruit, but like if I can drink this and it doesn't spike my glucose, then I feel better about that, because I'm getting the polyphenols in my body. So what else did I want to say about it? It's like I said, it just feels like my motivation bottle. And I'm constantly evolving in my journey and learning new things constantly. Another thing just recently that I implemented and can't hurt me is I'm making like a half a cup or a cup of spinach like before breakfast, while I'm cooking whatever I'm gonna eat. I try to, like the Glucose Goddess says, to eat a savory breakfast instead of a sweet breakfast. And, like a muesli or whatever is kind of sweet. So I'm not doing that. I'm having a savory breakfast, and that's another friend who's eating greens like 5 or 6 times a day said that Dr. Esselstyn said to eat greens with balsamic vinaigrette because it like activates something in the greens. And so it can I don't want to talk too medical, because I'm not trying to give medical advice. In fact, I need to start putting disclaimers, because I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just sharing what I'm learning and what I'm doing for myself. And then I'm just going to report, how I feel. Definitely feel better having spinach like 3 times a day. And I will tell y'all that when I lost 90 pounds in 11 months in 2003, I think it was, or 2004, I had spinach every single day practically. It was like a spinach salad and then sometimes for lunch and sometimes for dinner. Like I was so committed to low starch and high value green veggies in my diet. So that worked for me. So I'm trying to do that again. So somebody's asking, well, is that what's making you lose weight? I mean, no, it's only helping me, but there's a lot of things that are helping me. And there's a lot of things I'm talking about that are helping me. And which is why I share, my links on my videos. So people who just come across one video who don't know anything about me can have easy access to go do their own research and figure out what would work for them. I also believe that if you don't give it a try, you're never going to know how something's going to work for you, and you really don't know what it's going to do for you. So don't judge what it does to me, because you and I are like totally separate, a set of circumstances and health. So anyway, I want to keep this under 10 minutes. So thank you guys. Ask your questions. I'm happy to answer them. Bye.